things to consider is adding a material to basically to a curved surface. And that's another important feature because sometimes you might have a different curved surfaces in your design, and adding a material to that might be a little bit tricky. So if I create a very simple cylinder here, I'll say for example a cylinder, and I'm going to push this like for example 10 feet. Okay. Now, if I want to show you something, I'm going to go and turn on the hidden geometry here. As you can see, if you remember, we have multiple surfaces here. And if I go and create a like a simple material by going to add the material, creating material, and then adding the WPI logo as my bitmap here, pressing OK. If I want to use that specific material, when I add it to different places, it's actually understand each surfaces as a one, each of these pieces as one surface instead of understanding the whole thing as one continuous surfaces. So in order to avoid that, you all the time want to make sure that your hidden geometry is not on. So you're going to turn on the hidden geometry and then selecting that surface, and if I go to the bucket material, paint bucket, and apply the material, then you see that material will be added to the surface. So right now I adjust this to 10 feet, so when I create this bar, little box, the WPI logo is kind of be around here very nicely. But sometimes you might need to adjust or cut the surface into the multiple pieces in order to add the material in a way that you want, because for example you might have, to some extent you might have a material, and then the other side you might have a different material depending on the purpose of the project.